Lux Anguis here. Today's topic will be about why the Qlipot, or the dark side of the Kabbalistic tree of life, or the root systems, better said, of the Kabbalistic tree of life is more destructive in nature, is more really disintegrating in nature. By my own experience, and by my own practice, gnosis and insights that I have gathered working with Qlipothic entities, and also partially through initiations into the Qlipothic spheres, and also Qlipothic types of attunements and realms or hellish realms, you know, through my own experience. Like, I'm not a black magician who is a chair magician who just reads and reads, studies and does nothing. I'm more so a practicing magician. I read and immediately I want to practice it, you know. So I have hands-on practical experience with Qlipothic energies, with Qlipothic entities, with Qlipothic powers, and also partially initiate myself. What I mean by partially initiating myself, where like 3 years ago or 4 years ago, I think it was even two, I tried to initiate myself into the Qlipothic, you know. And this can be a mistake, especially because the Qlipothic is very intense in its nature, and it's very dark in its nature, very primordial in its nature. It can cause many unforeseen things, because it is unforeseen, because it is undefinable by nature and in its potential, you know. So I did it. I initiated 2 spheres, and let me tell you, these times when I have initiated through these spheres, it was the most unluckiest, destructive, dissolving, depressing time periods that I have gone through. And then I knew by instinct, by my insight, by my wisdom, and being true to myself, and not like how many people doing, yo, I'm going to the Qlipothic. Yes, I think in five months I'm done. Yes, I've initiated to the whole Qlipothic in 3 weeks. I've done it. I've crossed the abyss in 5 days. Or something like that. No. I struggled immensely with the 2 spheres. What you're telling is ego bullshit. And maybe you even wasn't allowed to enter into the Qlipothic. You know, this also can happen. Maybe you're just playing a delusion for yourself, so you believe in, again, a false sense of self, you know, and you have nothing to show for. Not wisdom, not experience, not magical powers, not psychic insights or abilities, not gnosis personal. You don't have any personal deep connections with demonic beings. You don't have anything, you know. Enrichment of life is manifoldly, not only on the material plane, but very much on the mental plane and spiritual plane. There's also, you can also show if you are called to your richness in these aspects, you know. And wealth is not only defined by material richness. So but I did it, and it was very destructive in its nature, and I knew by my spirit, by my soul, it was too much. I wasn't ready as of yet to enter completely in the Qlipothic. So I stopped the initiation process and slowly entered back in the more or less normal spiritual spheres where more the Sephirotic energies are ruling. But nonetheless, some parts remain there, you know, some parts of it remains there. It was two attempts. One time was intense, one time I just wanted to tap my feet in it. You know, and by its nature, I think because the Qlipothic tree is built upon immense spiritual darkness, and the universe in ancient times, in ancient history, is created actually through darkness, through the ancient story of Tiamat being dominated or being slaughtered by Marduk. So Marduk can build out of the body of darkness, out of Tiamat, order out of chaos, the physical reality, the now reality. Only through light, only through the Sephiros, you have a functioning society, you have ideas, you have constructs, you have something material to live in, you have a body, you have, you know, the Sephiros is more like the things that you already know. Technological advancement, new stuff, more the material stuff, the mental stuff, more the masculine side of creation. What the Qlipothic is more like the primordial side of creation. It is the primal darkness, the unlimited force. So the Qlipothic is very the opposite of the Sephiroth. Is very, we could say, alien in nature to our societal norms and to our ego and to our human programming or our human perception. So if you have built up a high amount of ego, and I don't say that ego is bad, you need a certain extent of ego to exist, you know, to exist in this society. To some extent, ego can be also good. Ego can be reconstructed, but sometimes this ego that you have now as a human, as these human concepts, as these modern light concepts, who are not in resonance with the Qlipothic, they will be destroyed and dissolved through these hardships, through this distraction. So you get attuned to the primordial force, you get attuned to the raw essence of the origin of creation, you know what I mean? So that's why I think the Qlipothic is very destructive in its nature, but not for everybody, you know, not for everybody. If you are consciously working beforehand, working on your foundation, working on a pre-initiation, that you at least get a stronger energy body to initiate into the Sephiroth or get in higher contact with the now light side of existence, and then decide to initiate the Qlipothic. Okay, the chains are higher to initiate to the Qlipothic. But when you are not initiating yourself in a Qlipothic, or you don't work beforehand more deeper with Qlipothic forces, there will be mean surprises for you in store, because the Qlipothic doesn't care about your ego, doesn't care about your hunger for power, not necessarily. You know, the Qlipothic is a very, very powerful initiatory tool for individuals who are by their nature, by their resonance, and who they feel they are at home with the dark side of the polarity or the dark side of spirituality, you know. It's not for everybody. Not everybody can make it because of this primordialness, because of this destructive nature in a Qlipothic. And this will be a long topic, so I will also do a part 2.